Good morning, students. Welcome to science class. This is the continuation class of matter around us. In this class, we learn about compounds. A compound is a pure substance that is formed when the atoms of two or more elements combine chemically in definite proportions. A compound is a pure substance that is formed when the atoms of two or more elements combine chemically in definite proportions. Some examples of compounds are water, table salt, table sugar, and chalk. The atoms of elements of hydrogen and oxygen combine chemically in the fixed ratio to form the compound water. Water does not have the exact same properties of hydrogen and oxygen. For example, at room temperature, water exists as liquid, while hydrogen and oxygen are gases. Oxygen supports fire and water, whereas water is used as a fire extinguisher. For another example, sodium chloride is a common salt. In sodium chloride, sodium and chlorine are elements. Sodium is a highly sensitive reactive at room temperature. It burns vigorously when has contact with water. Chlorine is yellowish green poisonous gas at room temperature. The sodium and chlorine reacts chemically to produce the sodium chloride. The sodium chloride is a common salt which is used for cooking. So common salt is a compound made up of atoms of elements sodium and chlorine. Common salt is used in our food, whereas sodium and chlorine are poisonous gases. Elements of compounds. Elements in the compounds. Table salt. The chemical name of table salt is sodium chloride. In sodium chloride, sodium and chlorine are elements. Sugar. The chemical name of sugar is sucrose. In sucrose, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are present. Chalk base. The chemical name of chalk is calcium carbonate. In this calcium carbonate consists calcium, carbon and oxygen. Now we learn about properties of compounds. A compound is formed only when the constituent elements combine in a fixed ratio. For example, in water is a compound. In water, oxygen and hydrogen are the constituent elements. which combines in a fixed ratio 8:1. The properties of compound is entirely different from those of its constituent elements. For example, water is liquid at room temperature, whereas the constituent of water, oxygen and hydrogen, are gases at room temperature. A compound cannot be broken down by physical methods. This is because a compound is made up of different elements that are chemically combined. The common salt sodium cannot be broken down by filtration. It is a physical method. A compound can be separated into its constituent elements by chemical methods. Now we learn about a difference between elements and compounds. An element is the simplest substance. A compound is a chemical substance formed by the combination of two or more elements. Element combines to form compounds. Compounds can be split into elements. Atoms are the fundamental particle of the element. Molecules are the fundamental particle of a compound. These are the difference between elements and compounds. Here helium is a monoatomic molecule. Here oxygen molecule, diatomic, homodiatomic molecule. Two atoms are combined to form a molecule. Here water is a compound. Here two hydrogen molecules combine with one oxygen molecule to form two water molecules. So elements or atoms are the fundamental particles of element. Molecules are fundamental particle of compound. Students, I hope you have understood about compound and its properties. Thank you.